Hey, we're live.
Hello there.
Hi.
Oh, that finally we need that little Jeopardy intro music, right? The bumper music. We need a little bit of that.
Yes.
But welcome to the Blackbird Writers on Substack TV, your source for award-winning crime fiction. As we like to say, no AI, just alibis. My name is TK Sheffield, author of the Backyard Model Mysteries, The Devil Wears Prada Meets a Wisconsin Supper Club. I write stories for readers to laugh and escape. And we have three musketeers here today. Tracy, tell me, what's going on with you?
Well, welcome, Val, first of all. It's so great to have you finally join us.
Finally, I'm here.
And thanks, TK. Welcome, viewers, to our Friday podcast. Hi, Roxanne. Good to see you here. I am Tracey S. Phillips, and I write suspense thriller and romantic suspense about fierce women who face their shadow side. And I'm also the founder of Blackbird Writers. Blackbirds are a group of 25 mystery authors who've flocked together and share each other's news and really help each other to navigate the publishing landscape, which is the best thing about this group. And also the fact that we are all real authors, not AI authors.
When you pinch us, we squeak.
Okay, that's hilarious. Sorry.
It
That's
is.
really funny.
So I've got some Blackbird Writers news today to share. Sheila Lowe is up to 54,000 words in The Lies Between the Lines. She is finding GPT a huge editing help, and I promised I was going to share this one last, but Sheila also writes paranormal suspense mysteries. She writes the Beyond the Veil series and the Claudia Rose mystery series based on her own career of forensic handwriting analysis. I'll put a link to her books in the chat. She says she's finding using AI really helpful in research for her books, which I find very interesting. I haven't started doing that yet, but we'll talk a little bit more about AI later. Sarah Lynn Richard has been flipping the script lately after writing a children's book, 4 police procedures, and 2 amateur sleuth mysteries, and a standalone mystery. She is tackling historical mystery with a story about her grandparents in the aftermath of the 1900 Great Storm in Galveston. The research for this book has been challenging, she said, and sometimes puzzling. It has provided mysteries in itself. Look for Sarah Lynn's award-winning mysteries at Amazon.com, author Sarah Lynn, and look for the still untitled book coming out in May. I'll drop her link in the chat here, and I'll get Sheila's in there too. Just one second.
I love that you can add that to the
thing. And so Lori Stevens, who's also a Blackbird writer, will get into the criminal mind at Left Coast Crime this month. That's right. Left Coast Crime starts today, doesn't it?
It does. It does. I'm sad. I'm not there, but oh well, we're having fun over here.
Exactly. She is moderating a subject on getting into the criminal mind, and she's also getting into that mindset as she completes her upcoming novel, Tell Me You See It. Ooh, that sounds good. For updates on events and upcoming releases, you can follow Lori at her website, LoriStevensBooks.com. Sharon Michaelove has just finished her latest book, a Regency Christmas thriller, which sounds so counterintuitive, but Sharon writes really great romances, and she's really been diving into that whole Regency era. And her new book is going to be called Under the Kissing Bough, and it will be published in the fall. She's now starting another historical Christmas book, Fateful Christmas, set in the 15th century Italy. It's a romance that ends happily for now, but with a vibe that is that a crime is not far away. She says she hopes to make it a prequel to a series that's crossed between The Fugitive and A Comedy of Murders, which is an Italian Renaissance mystery series by George Herman. And that's all the Blackbird news for today.
Well,
So,
what have you
yeah.
got for us? You need to catch us up on
Oh,
things.
yes. I'm so sorry. I'm tardy. I've been tardy, but I've been doing a bit of traveling. So, for those of you who don't know who I am, I'm Valerie Beal. I write books for readers ages 10 and up, often inspired by my travels, which we like to do fairly frequently. So, I am now back from my shenanigans and my yes, there they go. There, thank you. Thank you for having things handy. You're always doing that for me, and I never
Yeah,
have my books.
props.
I mean, they're kind of like back here somewhere. Um, my biggest news this year so far is I started a new interview series called The Aside: Conversations with Authors Just Off the Page, and I decided to do a video series or video interview series just because it's awfully fun to be hanging out with y'all in person. So
Yeah.
yeah. So here I am. I'm also a book marketer, which I came to that kind of accidentally just using skills from my previous career area and realizing how applicable they were to the writing world too. So
Yeah. Great to see
that's
you.
me.
So, like
Yeah,
I said,
it's good to see you.
we're full strength. We're the three musketeers today.
Hey.
I've missed everybody. Thanks for inviting me.
Absolutely. So what we like to do is, we'll chat at first about what's up with the Blackbirds, and then we have a segment about industry news, and then we finish our, time, which is usually about 20 minutes or so with our favorite things. So now we're going to move
Mhm.
into some industry news, and we're going to continue that conversation that we had from last week, which was about AI. And I stumbled across an article that was pretty amazing. So, the Korea Times reports that one year, one publisher published 9,000 AI generated titles. So, that is quite the number of titles, an unprecedented volume made possible by extensive use of generative AI. They span nonfiction categories like economics, humanities, fashion, food, stock investing guides, and teen life sciences, and more. So oh, hi, Nick.
Hi,
Oh,
Nick.
thank you for joining. We've got another Blackbird here.
Yeah.
So,
And Lori
anyways,
Buchanan's here too. She's another
yes,
Blackbird.
Laura Buchanan. We chatted about
Oh,
Lori's
yay.
work last week. Yeah, fabulous. So I'm opening up the conversation to 9,000 AI
Nine.
generated books.
Yeah.
So, Tracy, I did not realize that included nonfiction titles. That is,
Yeah,
I think, very concerning because we've all, had that like Google AI thing pop up and we do a search and it's not
Right.
always right. It's pulling odd information. So, quick experience. So my husband had written a bunch of thank you notes the night before we were leaving the Miami airport to go to South America on this trip. So he's got the stack. And we really want to get rid of them into a mailbox, right? So you Google, hey, does the Miami airport have any mailboxes? And AI says, of course they do. They're by this gate and this gate and this gate. And so we like come into the airport. Yeah, no, those were removed in like 2022. But AI had pulled that forward
wow.
as, so don't trust those summaries, which is why, it makes me nervous for that. But there was a dear lady in one of the stores who said she would take the thank you notes home and mail them
Oh,
for us.
sweetheart.
And yeah, so we weren't out of luck. But I just don't trust AI for like that kind of fact finding.
Right.
And so
Right.
nonfiction, that's worrisome. I
Yeah,
mean,
Right. What kind of fake news is going into that?
right. Right. And the
Yeah.
critics argue it undermines reader trust. And that's, we talked about this early before we came on air, which was, the reason why we're here, Blackbird Writers on Substack TV, is so you get to know us and you
Yeah.
understand what we write. You can, you can pick and
mhm,
choose between funny cozies or culinary cozies or, canine mysteries and crime fiction thrillers. I mean, there's a lot for you to pick from the 25 of us.
Right.
And so we want you to be able to know what we're up to and you can trust what we're producing. I mean, that's why we're here. But,
mhm.
the
Yeah.
argument is floods the market with low effort content and, it just basically exploits the system. And so we're here as our way of swimming against the tide.
Well, and letting you know that we are, real authors. And I think before we went live, we were talking about, some authors like publishing 200 books in a year. And
Mhm.
by using AI to generate a book in, I don't know, less than a day,
Right.
and then publishing it. And so, what kind of quality is that? It makes me kind of cringe, honestly.
Right.
Right. And even for, the type of writing that can be very like tropey, very formulaic, where's the magic in that?
Right.
It's all just about, earning as much money as you can possibly earn by churning out as much stuff in as short a period as possible. That author with the 200 titles, she says she has trained Claude AI, which is owned by Anthropic, to do a book in 45 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah, none of us can compete with that kind of.
That's
No.
the article that we discussed last week. It's in the New York Times, and I believe it's not behind the paywall. I think you can access the article and read it for yourself. It's a romance author who talks about the pen name she uses and how many books she can produce. That's what I'm referencing. Yeah.
Yeah. And and so many of us are struggling to put out 1 or 2 books a year, putting elbow grease into it and heart and soul. And I don't know how to compete with 200 books a year.
Right. Right.
Well, we can't. We can't. So it's got to be about quality. It's got to be about quality and and ingenuity and the inspiration and different twists and turns we bring to like our crime fiction and our mysteries. I mean, that's the only way we can compete is we're writing better books. Let's hope we're all writing better books.
And the other thing too is when you go to book events and you talk to readers and they suggest something or, oh, I love this character. I'd love to hear more about it. Maybe she could go here. Maybe she could solve a mystery in this town. You get that sort of feedback and it makes you want to go write that book. Just to interact with readers and find out what they like inspires you. So it's way different than working with, I've never used ChatGPT or Claude, but it's very different than working with a computer, I would imagine.
Yeah. And, one of our Blackbirds, Sheila, said that she was using it for research. And again, you'd want to back check all of that and make sure that, your sources are good. But I could see, that could be really helpful, especially if you're doing historical fiction or something that requires, something that you aren't personally involved in that you don't know about.
Right.
I think there will be always people who won't touch it for any reason. I don't have an issue personally to use it for research, but again, like you better double check everything so that you're not putting something, in your book that will be clearly called out by a reader because they will call you out like when you make a mistake, right? And rightly so. Like that isn't actually what that city, that street doesn't go there in that city or, something like that, right? So
I have a brandy old-fashioned recipe and one of them probably. And there are people who write me, that's the wrong recipe. That's not how you make a brandy old-fashioned.
Aren't there multiple recipes for brandy old-fashions? Yeah. Oh my gosh, now we're controversial. Now we've really got it. Like not the AI conversation, it's the brandy old-fashioned conversation.
I know. It's going to get us in trouble, I'm pretty sure.
Exactly.
Oh my God. Yeah, maybe we just like move up.
It's our first flag.
We were talking though about another article about a hybrid publisher who had been talking about that they don't allow any AI, of course, with their clients, with their authors, but they use it for marketing purposes, like for targeting. And even now, like inside the systems, right, inside like Amazon or inside Facebook, it's very difficult in Facebook to avoid their AI targeting. So I think, if we umbrella AI is bad, then maybe that's not really helpful to the marketing side of things because there are some applications that are getting better and better on the AI side for targeting. I mean, it's gonna remain controversial, I think, for a long time. For those side uses, not for like generative storytelling type stuff.
Right.
So speaking of news, though, you put out your forum today, which is your Valerie's Writers Forum. Tell us about it. It's fabulous. You put it out it's toward the end of the month, right?
I do. And I actually look back. I started this in 2017, but what was happening is every month I was bookmarking articles that I knew I needed to know the info inside. So it's like publishing news, industry news. It's indie publishing help because that's what I do. I independently publish my books and I help other people do that. It's writing craft help. It's promo stuff and marketing stuff, just things that you need to know in the industry. And so I started that in 2017 at the end of the month. and I just created a list. I curate a list of articles with a quick summary on why I thought that article was worthy of being included. So here we now are in 2026, and I'm still doing that, but I've moved it over to Substack. So it's the Writers Forum, and in my I'm reading, writing, and roaming. Um,
Right.
and
it's a
Substack.
gold
So
mine. I love it.
It
I love it
is.
when I see it, and I can't wait to read it. And it is a gold mine of writing information, positive news, industry updates, writing tips, book information, and then you've got your new podcast that your interview show. It's just a wonderful. So if you need a great resource, check out Val's Substack newsletter.
yeah, and that's free. That's free. You don't have to be a subscriber. There's no paid content. That's all like free stuff. So,
Right. And Tracy, you want to tell us about the human authored?
Oh, yeah. I just wanted to mention that really quick. For us human authors, you can get a banner from the Authors Guild. You just, especially if you're a member, I think you have to be a member, but you can go in and give them the ISBN of your book, and the number for the banner will coincide with your book specifically. And then you can use that and put it on your cover. And it's not just a generic banner, it is yours.
Nice. Very
Yeah.
nice.
I didn't realize that. That's super cool. I thought it was a generic banner. Thanks for explaining that. I love that.
Yeah. So
you can go back and put it on your previous titles too.
Yeah, you just have to redo your cover art.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Great. Good to know.
Yeah.
So, anything else, or should we move into my favorite segment, which is favorite things?
Favorite things.
Favorite things. Yay.
Well, my first favorite thing is that Val has joined us. That she's finally here, and that we can have fun with Val on Blackbird Writers on Substack TV.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Anything else? And then I have three things actually. So I go. There's a store near me called Sendix, and they have a home section, and it's like going to a mini department store, and it's beautifully curated, and there's always new things, and it's things you can't find everywhere. And so it's Sendix Home, and whenever I need cheering up, I just go, just take me to Sendix Home. I love this hat. You look like you loved me.
That's great.
And the backyard husband looked at me like, well, of course I do.
Wow,
so
that's
they always
awesome.
have something fun. It's Sendix Home. There's a bunch of them. Okay, and then my final third thing would be, and you probably haven't heard this yet. This is a little tidbit. Speaking of full strength, we all know the U.S. hockey teams, the men and women won gold.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know the men's goalie, Connor Hellebuck, number 37, he co-authored a children's book.
Oh, didn't know that.
In 2023, he loves helping out in the community, especially when it involves kids, which includes mental wellness in the book he co-wrote with Tom Van Dyke. He goes through instances of his youth, shares life experiences, and explains the challenges that a world-class NHL goaltender faced. All because kids should understand the importance of mental well-being. So he's just, in addition to hockey player, he wrote this wonderful book. In 2023, he did not have a smooth, route to the goalies, to being an NHL goalie. It was not smooth. And in 2023, before this all happened, he co-authored a kids' mental wellness book.
That's really cool.
Isn't that great?
Is it a picture book? Do you know?
I should probably give you the title. Yes, it's a picture book called What's Wrong with Weasel. And its proceeds are donated to a group supporting mental wellness. Good
Nice.
to know.
What's wrong with Weasel? I'm going to put that in the chat.
What's wrong? Yeah, with Weasel. And his name is Connor Hellebuck, and he played for the U.S. Hockey. So he was the goalie.
How do you spell Weasel? Is it E-L or L-E?
Weasel. What's wrong with
Weasel? Thank you.
Anything else? Val, you had a great
so many favorite things. Well, I'm glad to be, I had a wonderful vacation, but I'm glad to be home and being able to join you all. I've been feeling sad that I've been, absent, tardy, or whatever the heck you called it.
Not tardy.
Tardy. I'm tardy. Because I haven't joined you before, I got this amazing candle at Christmas time.
Oh, nice.
And it smells so good. And it says it smells like a bookstore. I'm not sure it smells like a bookstore. maybe some bookstores, but it's really, really good. So anyway,
Oh.
that's very fun.
Yeah, I was wondering which bookstore, because when we were at Literatus a couple weeks ago, it smells like coffee and yummy things
Well,
to eat.
right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's one of my favorite places, Literatus. I love that place. And so many bookstores have the extra cafe type, add-on. So they do smell so incredibly good all the time. So the other thing is, I was in Sedona before we did the bigger trip to South America, and there are a lot of metaphysical stores in Sedona, because like the vortex. What's the plural of vortex? Vortices? Vortices?
Yes.
Vortices.
It's not vortexes. It's vortices.
Look it up on ChatGPT.
Well, they probably, over here, I probably already have the hint from Siri and what I'm supposed to say. No, I don't know. Anyway, it's a Celtic tarot deck. And this was one of those cool stores with all the crystals and cool stuff. So I haven't played with this yet. We'll see. I know that you, Tracy, like tarot. So
Yes, I do. That looks wonderful. How cool.
So,
Is that all your favorite things for today?
yes, I'm favored it out.
I only have one, and it looks like it must have been a candle day. So TK gave me this lovely candle. Yes. And it says, my wine club has a book problem. Which is
That's
perfect.
the club I
love
to
it. And it smells like honey and lavender.
Ooh, nice.
It's delicious.
Nice.
Oh, I'm glad you
I
like
could eat it.
So I have a sign here that I actually should bring to our Books and Beer book club, because it says, "My book club can drink your book club under the table." It's like a very Wisconsin book club kind of thing. I don't know.
How much are they getting out of their books, I wonder?
No. Anyway, so for, book club drinking humor,
I love it.
Which I'm never going to oppose that. I'm always going to give that a thumbs up. We need to laugh more for sure, right?
Yeah.
Oh my
We just
goodness.
need to, and this is me this weekend. I showed this earlier. Keeping your sanity in my prayers. So all weekend I'm keeping. Pray for mine. Pray for yours. Yeah,
I love it.
It's just been a long week. All of a sudden, I woke up today and I thought, "What happened? How did it get to be Friday?"
Yeah.
I think that every single week, no matter how good or bad the week was, like time just seems to fly.
Right.
Oh, there's one other thing I should mention, and I see a number of people here who may remember this. Y'all remember the Green Bay Untitled Town Conference?
Yes.
No? Yes. Okay.
Yes.
So we loved it. And an email came out this week, I think, to previous presenters that it's coming back in 2026. They got a grant to resurrect it. They don't have a date yet, so keep your eyes peeled for that announcement. But I was really excited about that. I think Nick has gone to that. I see Nick, still with us. I'm excited to see what it brings. It was a really ambitious and fun conference for readers and writers. So,
and it's in Green Bay.
In Green Bay. Yep.
Wonderful. Ooh,
Yeah.
keep us posted.
Yeah.
I would love to go back to that. It was just, it was fun. It was fun because most of us as writers are also voracious readers. So it was a good time.
Yeah.
Do you remember if it was summer or fall? When it was held?
I want to say that it used to be in the spring. Shoot, maybe like March, but I could be wrong. I'd have to go back a number of years and look at my calendar, to be honest. And since we're already, in February, I'm guessing it's going to be like maybe late summer or fall. I just can't imagine them getting it all organized before then. So we'll find out.
We have so many fun events this year that I can just, we've got something going on, the Nook Collective in Manitowoc in early spring. We've got Lake Fly going in May. I'm sorry, in May. Both of them are in May. We've got Central Wisconsin Book Fest. We've got the WWA conference. There's SCBWI. There's a lot of conferences, and they're getting better and better every year, I think. More and more attendees.
Nick just chimed in. He says he thinks it's fall. So for Untitled Town. So yay.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Great news. Well, I guess this is been our Blackbird writers on Substack TV for the end of February episode. We will be back again next Friday in March to talk more about what the Blackbird writers are up to, industry news, and our favorite things.
Yeah.
So thank you for
Thank
joining,
you all.
everyone.
Yeah, thanks everyone for
you.
joining us, and we'll see you next week. All right.